Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm Savannah. Today I'm gonna show you an updated everyday skincare, makeup, and hair routine. So let's jump into it. Let's start with skin. What I wear every day is this e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. I've been wearing it probably for 4 years now. It's incredible, great price point. It's fragrance free. It's just like thick, creamy, lightweight, moisturizing with no scent. Like it's just, for me, the best I can find for the money. And so I wear this most days. I do have a couple other things I'll rotate in. I would say once or twice a week. This tallow balm, it's from a local shop here. This is my second container of it. It's really, really great. It's thick and creamy. I think it's for your hands, but I put it on my face. It has a little bit of scent in it. I don't love the scent, but I love how hydrating it feels on my face. If I've been outside in the snow and I'm just feeling a bit dried out, I'll throw that on maybe one night a week. And then two other things I use is this special toner and like face cream. It's by the brand Melee. I found them going down like a Reddit rabbit hole. It's called the Plump It Up Nourishing Cream. And I find that these even my skin out a bit and make it feel tighter, but I really can only use it once a week because it feels really, really intense and harsh. So those are the skincare products I use. I have very much a minimalist approach when it comes to my skin. I used to do like a 20-step routine with all these products from The Ordinary, doing like masks and masks. Like I would do like 5 masks in a week, always exfoliating. And I basically had this like epiphany with my skin that I actually have sensitive skin. Like my skin does so much better with less. So that's why I only use this. I did use retinol for a bit before I got pregnant the first time, but I've been like pregnant or nursing essentially every day for the last 4 years. Not quite that, but you get what I mean. And so I haven't been using retinol, but I did like that before. But this is just what I use. And then my other big secret, the big discovery of my life with having good skin, it's like not diet, it's not exercise. For me, it was just stopping my little one's up from his nap. But I also wanted to say with skincare, I can't remember if I've mentioned this in a video before, but the thing that changed my skin and made it amazing was never something that I bought or that I did. It's something that I stopped doing. So I completely stopped touching my face. I was one of those people that touched my face every day, all day, at work, driving in the car, just a bad habit, like not super bad picking, but just kind of like poking and prodding, scanning for imperfection. And through that, I was just causing acne with my dirty hands, pushing dirt into my pores, making existing pimples worse by always picking at them and like never letting them be. But these days I have completely stopped touching my face. I have gone totally cold turkey with it. I didn't realize how much damage I was doing and how good my skin could be if I just let it be. Like just getting back to the natural settings basically of my face, taking away all the products, taking away all of the touching and picking. And now my skin is definitely like not perfect. I still have some acne scars, but it's the clearest it's ever been. And when I do get a breakout, I feel like it's super random and hormonal. And of course, there are a million reasons you could be breaking out. I'm not saying this is a cure-all for everyone. I just wanted to mention it on the video in case you are a person that touches your face, in case you haven't thought about it or actually tried not touching your face, because for me, it's been by far the biggest help to my skin. And also having a minimal skincare routine is basically essential. With having little ones, I have this baby and a 3-year-old, so I have no time to myself. So I feel like you also just like have too much time in your 20s and when you're young to stare in like a magnified mirror and scrutinize your face and then try all these like potions. Okay, let's jump into makeup. My makeup is almost just as minimal. I mean, it is winter and like the holidays, so I'll wear eyeshadow and put on a little lipstick. I wear lipstick all year round, but it's basically like skin focused with some pops of color. For my concealer, I've been using this NYX Bare With Me concealer serum. I don't think it's that serum-y. It's actually pretty high coverage. It's lightweight. I like the packaging. It's inexpensive. I feel like I'm still on my quest for that perfect drugstore concealer. I was using the e.l.f. brightening concealer that you click out of the pen for a long time, but was just frustrated with how little product was in the pen. Like I think it matches the price point, but just having to buy so many felt ridiculous. Like buying one a month or, you know, one every 2 months felt really, really silly. And this one is just a little pump, and I'll put it under the eyes. I haven't really suffered from dark circles too badly in my life, but I've been sleeping so poorly recently and just so tired that I've needed more under the eyes. And then a little under the nose and by my chin. And if I'm going out on the town, I'll add a little bit on my cheeks, but I'm not gonna do that today. We're just doing the natural look. Next, I'm going in with blush. This is a liquid blush. I would say it's kind of similar to the Rare Beauty one, but less crazy and colorful and liquidy. It's called the Profusion Cosmetics Blush Hour. I got it on Amazon, you guys. I was just going down, again, a rabbit hole trying to find one that was right for me. The packaging is a little bit over the top with the glitter lid and like the geometric tube, but I like the product a lot. And I really like the color. The color is called Strawberry Daiquiri. Do a little dab, dab, dab on the nose, on the cheeks. If I'm like going out, I maybe add some to the top of the forehead and the chin a little bit, even the eyes if I don't want to do an eyeshadow, but I'm just gonna keep it to the nose and the cheeks. And I'm doing this without a mirror, so I think I might have just applied too much. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop. I feel like blush is the move in the winter to look like alive, that flushed look. Obviously it's cute in summer too, but in winter when we're all a bit pale and drab and haven't seen the sun, it brings back some sun into you. And I usually do just rub the excess on my eyelids. Okay, if it looks a little crazy, again, I'm not looking in a mirror, I'm kind of just doing this blindly, but that's usually how I do my makeup anyway with my kids. Okay, I set the baby down. We should be a little more swift. So next product is for my eyebrows. It's called the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil. I've used this for probably like 3 to 5 years as well. I like it. I always say because it's like the idea of a brow, the shadow of a brow. I fill in my ends where I don't have a ton of hairs, and in the middle a little here, and then add some to the front. That's how fast I do my brow, really quick. And then I do a little buff, 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 buff. If I want to go crazy again for an event, I'll put a little hairspray on a spoolie and try to get some of these hairs standing up, going for that look, but I rarely do that. And again, no mirror, don't judge. My bangs are a little crazy. I like cut them at like 1 a.m. the other night. Was having a bit of a moment and I cut them a bit too short. Okay, eyebrows look nice. And this is the color taupe, I believe, or light brown. I think I switched, no, it's taupe. I've tried both. Boom, baby's back. Hold this little reindeer friend. Okay, let's wrap this up. We're almost done. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. I got this random Gwen Stefani Love Angel Music Baby palette thing. It's like a bronzer highlighter. I'm gonna use this kind of like bronzy color, this copper color. I found my colors for makeup and clothes through my seasonal color analysis. Obviously you can pay to have it done if you've heard of that. I feel like it was totally a thing like in the 80s, like Avon calling, but it's been repopularized and I think it's really fun to just think about what colors suit you best. And I think the whole idea of it is that the colors bring alive your natural features and they're not distracting. Like you wear the color is not wearing you, if that makes sense. So I personally use the app My Best Colors. When I used it a few years ago, it was totally free and like ad free and amazing. Now it's like a little less amazing. They make you pay for your full result. If you upload a picture, it will tell you what you are. And then what you can do is take that, like I'm a bright spring. I think there's 12 seasons, at least on this app. You can then just go to Pinterest and type in what you are. Bright spring, clothing, outfit ideas, colors, makeup, blah, blah, blah. And I think I already knew this color looked nice on me, basically. Like warm tones work, cool tones do not. Boom. Next, we're gonna do mascara. I took a 6-month break from my eyelash curler, thinking that it was making my lashes worse. They didn't improve without using it, and my lashes look less cute on a daily basis without it. So I'm getting back into it. I know this thing is pretty maximalist for like a minimalist makeup routine, but for me, I need it these days. When I was younger in my 20s, pre the one time I got lash extensions for my wedding, I swear I had the best lashes. And ever since then, they haven't been the same. So I don't know if that's in my head, but anyways, I'm gonna do this really quickly. Doot, 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 doot. And I wanted to share that I recently switched to a brown mascara. And I have to say I don't totally love this one. It's the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. I'm still looking for a brown tubing mascara that's less than $15. I don't know if there's a good one out there. I haven't found one yet. Anyhow, through my makeup recommendations for my seasonal color analysis, basically the color black is like too harsh to wear like for makeup and even to wear with clothes. Obviously I still wear black, but it makes sense to me. I feel like I look like Jenny Humphreys when she tries to go goth and Gossip Girl. A big part of the color analysis is like your brightness of your face and the contrast of your features and everything. And I'm at like full brightness versus like a soft autumn. Think of like Giselle, her skin and hair and everything kind of like flows like one note, more of like a mid-tone versus I have a lot of contrast here. So I guess that's why the black isn't the best there. It's just intense anyway. I am trying out the brown mascara and I do think it looks a lot more natural and flattering in the way that it lets my natural features shine versus like really like putting something on. But yes, please comment below any brown tubing mascaras you know of. Once you go down the brown rabbit hole of mascaras, you find there's hardly anything there. and I don't want a waterproof one that's gonna rip my eyelashes out. Doesn't it just feel good to brush your eyelashes with a mascara wand? Something feels like nice about it, especially these inside ones. Okay. And sometimes I still do my trick I showed in my last video where I just do a little bit of mascara on the last 4 lashes, clump them together so it looks like a secret little cat eye, and leave the rest bare. But again, it's the holidays, it's winter. I need a little something something to add something to my face, especially for all these holiday events. It was my birthday yesterday. We're having a Christmas party on Saturday. And so I'm doing full lashes. Yeah, the bangs, man, the bangs are not banging. I think I need to like fringe them up a little bit. But it only takes like 4 days for this bad length to get to a good length. So they may even be fine for my party in a couple days. Very last, we're doing lips. Again, I found my lip color through my color analysis. You guys, it's just the best thing ever. This one's a berry color, but like a warm berry. There's none left. This is it, rolled all the way up. I got it on sale from Ulta. The Hydra Matte Essence brand. It totally feels like an expensive lipstick. And then I'll just smudge it out. And like, how nice is that warm berry color with the copper in my eyes and my hair coloring? I think it just looks so dang cute. So if I ever have extra lip color on my fingers, also just smudge it on my face. And one other fun thing about the seasonal color analysis, like whole thing, is that it will tell you whether for jewelry and makeup, whether shiny things or more matte look better on you. Do you ever put on matte jewelry or shiny and you feel like it just looks kind of silly or not you? For me, I've never like hammered down jewelry or more, yeah, just like matte looking pieces. I feel like they just don't look that great on me, which is funny. I've never been drawn to them. And then the results that came back for my thing, is this just like a horoscope and I just tell myself it's all right? But it basically said like really shiny jewelry and makeup looks great on me, like metallics, and then lip glosses, which I have not worn lip glosses a lot in my life. I feel like I'm allergic to something in most lip glosses because it makes my throat kind of like puff up a little. But this e.l.f., what's it called? These lip oils by e.l.f., you probably have seen them. This is like the color Rose Envy, and I really love it. Like I really don't use products all the way through that often, and this one is basically done. So I'm gonna add that to the top. I don't love how it rubs off after. Ooh, the baby's sliding down my lap. Don't love how it rubs off, but boom. So that is my like everyday glam. Again, I don't wear eyeshadow every day, but a couple times a week I will for going out to dinner, things of that sort. But that's my winter makeup look. All drugstore, I guess. I don't know if this is sold at drugstores, the Pro Fusion, but it's a drugstore price on Amazon. So I'll list all the products in the description box, just in case you guys are curious. I never, ever, ever want you guys to feel pressured to shop. That's not the idea of the channel. Rather to like find creative ways to inspire your makeup, inspire your look, and try different things out so you can get to a good place that feels natural to you. So makeup's done. Now it's time to do my hair. I would say most of the days of the week, I just let it air dry. I love a messy tousled look. That's why I do the bangs, because it kind of looks styled even when I'm not styling it. But we're actually gonna do it today. I do this probably once a week. This is my fancy hair. It's still a little bit damp in my roots on my crown. So I'm gonna blow dry that part. I just rub a little bit of like oil in it and then get curling. I got a new 1.5 inch barrel curling iron that I really like. It's Hot Tools. I love the Hot Tools, just gold ones. I find that those are really, really nice for the money. Let's do it. Okay, hair. Here are my hair products. First is this Bumble and Bumble Invisible Oil Primer. This is the first time I have bought this. I think it's great. You can spray it in your hair when it's wet, like a leave-in conditioner sort of thing. It's so expensive. I put it on my Christmas list, the bigger bottle for my husband to get me, but I don't think I'm gonna rebuy it after that. It's just not in my budget, but I do like it. So I sprayed this in my hair, blow dried it with my blow dryer, brushing it out a little bit. So it's a little bit fluffy. It's gotten so long. I think it's my pregnancy or postpartum hormones. And I'm gonna clip half of it up and get curling. And I'm gonna take this off. And I like to do the top layer with less hair so that by the time I get to it, it feels like I'm halfway done, but then I take it out and it's more than halfway done. It's like a little treat. Okay, here we go. And it's still like very bumpy and wavy in the back, especially coming out of the roots, but I don't care. Who sees the back that much? I'll try to smooth it out with a curling iron as I go, but this is our starting point. And again, I'm using this Hot Tools 1.5 inch barrel. It's really, really big. Unless it's super hot, it really doesn't form like a true curl. It's more of just like a big bouncy whoop. I still don't know exactly what temperature it's supposed to be on. I used to curl my hair so much in high school and college. I was like amazing at it. These days I use hot tools so infrequently that I'm not sure, like what should it be at? I feel like if it's too low, it doesn't stay in at all. And if it's too high, your hair starts to smell kind of weird and that's scary. So I'm not trying to get into that threshold. So I think I'm gonna do like 330. I think that's my sweet spot. And I know my face probably looks pretty shiny in this lighting, but I like my face to look super moisturized IRL. Like I like that bouncy moisturized look. Like what's the word? The dewy look, the Glossier look. I don't go like super far with it, but I'm not just gonna put on powder for the sake of being on camera. So just know in person, I think it's a lot less oily. Okay, let's start with my hair. So I'll do one little quick run through with like, I don't know, this much hair. I have a lot of hair and so it takes forever. So I'd rather it just look less good and be faster. So I do pretty big sections. So I'll run through it once and then I'm just gonna do it. Like this is such the old fashioned way. Get it in the clamp there and then I just roll it on up. And if I want my hair to look really big and really amazing and stay longer, what I'll do is I'll like take this off, let go of the clamp, let it go doot, doot, doot down in my hand, hold it in a little ring, and then I'll just bobby pin it into my head and just look like a little Shirley Temple for like an hour or two while I have it all pinned up. I'm gonna do that on Saturday for my birthday. But for the sake of today and like what I actually do, I will try to like let it down as it cools. Like it's pretty hot to the touch. So I would take that ring and just pin it. But I'm just gonna let it like wander down. So you know what I mean? It's not really like curled, especially by the time I'm done and the rest of it's been done. It really just looks like kind of like big and blown out. Like if you were really skilled, the round brush and a blow dryer, that's kind of like the idea. So, and I have about 20 minutes till I need to leave for preschool pickup. So this is pretty realistic. Hey buddy. And I only have time for this because my 3-year-old is at school and my son, my 7-month-old, is pretty dang easygoing. I will say I have found myself wanting to be more glam recently. I don't know if it's the holidays and my birthday or if it's just like being 6 months postpartum, but yeah, I just kind of like want to do my makeup and want to do my hair and want to feel nice. So that's what's going on here. A little hairdo pamper. Beep, bop, boop. I find that the longer I go getting through my hair, the less I'm wanting to wait for each one. I'll just try not to touch each one. Like I hope the curl kind of just hangs out and cools back there. Also, I definitely have mentioned on the channel that I had my hair bright blonde forever and ever in high school, college, and even into my 20s. I tried growing that out a few times in my 20s, but I'd always go back to blonde, like no matter what. Maybe I will again someday. It is fun to have like short blonde hair, but when you've worked so hard to grow out your natural hair, it's hard to go back. I'm finding myself thinking more and more that I may never go back, but who knows? I'm also pretty impulsive. But I have embraced my natural color in a really nice way, especially now that I found new ways to do my makeup and like different colors to wear with my clothes. I find that I just like have gotten into my groove in such a big way. Hi, little guy. Okay, bottom half is done. A little more than a half. I would say that took me, I don't know, 4 minutes. And I'm just gonna pull a little section down right here and keep on trucking. I also tried to trim the ends of my hair when I cut my bangs the other night. I've literally never did that. Never done that before. I don't know what emboldened me. But I think I actually did kind of a crappy job. Like I'm looking at my hair and it looks bad. So I think I need to go get a real hair trim. Maybe not tomorrow, but in the next 3 to 4 months. Good, we're good. I do like the tip over and roll into your hand. That didn't go that time. And again, pretty big sections. Like that was just one. This will be another, and maybe I have 3 more sections after that. I just tried to take the thumbnail right now. Hopefully I don't burn my hair off. Ooh, waited a long time. Boom. And the hairspray I use is Kristen. No, it's not. It's Nexus. My bad. I do like the Nexus brand, and I love Kristen S. ESS is her last name. This one is the Comb Through Finishing Mist Medium Hold, and It's fine. It's like middle of the range. I don't know if it's quite drugstore. I think it's drugstore. I'm an in-between drugstore and fancy kind of gal. I straddle that little area and I feel good there. Okay, I think this section was a little too big, but again, this is my everyday look. If it's not super amazing, that's just fine. I will say, like, with this format, the way I'm doing it, you don't get a lot of volume up in here. So at the very end, I'll go in and I'll add. So at the very end, I'm gonna go in and I'll add a couple like waves up at the top here, so it's not just like flathead lady. If you guys have any recommendations for drugstore like hair oils or heat protectant type things, I love just like to rub some in my hair when it's wet out of the shower, then also to use before I curl my hair. I especially love the spray ones. I feel like I'm very heavy-handed with products, so if it's like one that you squeeze out or pour out, I always like end up looking really greasy. This one's looking a little funky, so I'm gonna like add a little more curl to it. Okay, that's a little better. All right, I'm gonna spray it, brush it out, then curl a few more pieces around the top of my head, and then we're done. I feel like the whipping the hair is such a funny thing. I feel like I read in a Cosmo when I was younger, the best way to get volume, like when you're out and about, like you've been going out all night, is to go in the bathroom and go upside down and like ruffle your scalp to like get your hair to stand on end a little, like at the scalp, the base of it. Then also just like obviously flipping it around gets it a little more poofy. Okay, so cute. Definitely like flat right there. So let's add a couple more and then we good. Oh yeah, the bangs. I feel like the bangs are kind of hard to help right now. If I add too much, they get shorter. So I'm just gonna smooth and do a teeny bit on the end. There we go. And I got the bangs because, well, first off, I like bangs, little fringe bangs. But secondly, I have a ton of regrowth in here, like hair loss and regrowth postpartum. And I find that the bangs kind of hide that area in a way that I like while it regrows. So for my top of head curl pieces, I'm just gonna grab a thin layer across, and then I'm gonna Farrah Fawcett this bee out. And then the focus for this one is obviously like close to the root and not the ends. I don't really care what the ends do. Okay, how do we do there? Yeah, get a little more body. Boom. All right, I'm gonna spray it one more time really lightly and then shake it all out, brush it out a little bit so it looks more lived in and less done up. Okay, it's looking a bit curly for me. I'm gonna brush it a bit. Okay, brushed it, flipped it. Obviously it's very girly, it's very big, but also, I don't know, not too styled. I think it's really, really fun. I always go in with a little dry shampoo at the end. I just feel like it's a little flat around the crown still. I like that volume right in there. Okay, that is my final look. The bangs are the only thing that's bothering me. They're a little choppy, but I feel like they actually look kind of cool, a little rock and roll. They'll grow out, like I said, in a couple days anyway. But this is my hair. This is me like totally done up, feeling fab this winter. It's minimal, but also not. I would say this is minimalist, but also glam. Like if you like getting dressed up, you like embracing your feminine side, your sparkly side, but you like to, you know, keep it simple, do the drugstore thing, then this is what I'm doing. Again, highly recommend doing your seasonal color analysis. That's how I discovered all the stuff that works for me even better. It's just like a fun thing to do for yourself. I think it's a little bit of a self-care. Let's throw on my sweater so it actually looks kind of cuter and more wintry. I do have the fireplace cranking right now, so I got a little warm. Darling, I actually like when it's a little fluffy, froofy. Suki Waterhouse is one of my style icons, has been forever. She's had like a very amazing music career more recently. She was also in Daisy Jones and the Six, if you ever saw that really good, bad TV show book. Anyway, I love her hair, and so a lot of times I'm doing the Suki thing, volume, but also rock and roll. I feel like it's like doo-wop meets, yeah, like Joan Jett. So that's what I have for you guys today. Love you so, so much. Thanks for watching. I think I said I was going to film myself getting ready for my birthday party in my last video. I just figured it's gonna be too crazy on Saturday. I think I'm gonna be very busy like cooking and decorating. I think trying to film myself getting ready like wouldn't be fun, would take the joy out of the birthday party day. So I'll catch you guys after my birthday party, after my big banger in the next video. Love you so much. I hope you have a super fun rest of your day and rest of your year. See you soon.